Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night 091 here, coming at you with another tutorial video. As you guys know, I've been very big on trying to preserve the generational Wi-Fi battles for competitive play, and I've brought you tutorials for Generation 1 Pokemon Stadium with Switch Online, the Generation 2 Switch Online for Pokemon Stadium 2, and then of course I just recently provided you guys with the GameCube Wi-Fi capabilities with the Game Boy Advance connectivity for Generation 3. As you guys know, the next one in the line is Generation 4, and that is a big generation. As you guys know, the Nintendo Wi-Fi networks are no longer in effect, and you have to resort to alternative methods. So today we're going to be covering how to use Dolphin with Pokemon Battle Revolution, and then of course being able to edit your game save to inject some Pokemon. There is a little bit of tinkering that has to be done with this one, but I promise you it's very simple once I show you. So what we're going to do is we are going to go over Dolphin just a little bit, and then we will get into some more harder stuff. So in my past tutorial, I showed you guys how to configure Dolphin. So what you have to do in this one is actually very simple. If we go into the Dolphin application, what you need to do is you need to go to your controllers and turn off your Game Boy Advanced integration, because we don't want those windows to pop up as we do any kind of Pokemon Battle Revolution stuff. For configurations, go to GameCube, turn these off. Okay, because quite frankly, we don't need to have any GameCube stuff actually specified. If we go to the Wii, okay, we are going to add a new folder for our games for Pokemon Battle Revolution. So we're going to close this here. And in the window here, we're going to create a folder called Wii Games. Okay. Please note, I cannot provide you the game that I have because it would be considered as illegal. But if you've obtained a copy of your Pokemon Battle Revolution, either from an ISO that you've made yourself or alternative methods, make sure you put them into the Wii Games folder. Next, we're going to go to Options, Configurations. We're going to go to Paths, and we're going to add a path. Okay? We're going to add the Wii Games. Going to hit Close. As you can see, Pokemon Battle Revolution now shows up. The next thing we have to do is I will provide you a link to a Nintendo Wii NAND, which is actually the firmware file you need in order to get this to work. Okay, it says you should be able to use the Dolphins configuration that's already specified, but my buddy Retro and I tried it out. It does not work for the specified settings that we're going to set. Okay, so we're going to copy our NAND, and we are going to put them into the Dolphin folder. Okay, we're going to close. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the configuration. I want to go to Wii, just make sure anything that needs to be done is specified. Okay, don't need to do anything there. We're going to go to Tools. We're going to go to Manage NAND, and we're going to import a NAND. Click Yes, and specify nand.bin. Okay, this is going to import the firmware from the Nintendo Wii that we already had. We're going to go back to Tools. We're going to specify Load Wii System Menu. Okay, and what that's going to do, that's going to emulate the Nintendo Wii in order to communicate. Okay, I'm going to load it up onto my laptop here because I'm going to have to get some settings from that. As you can see, you can use your mouse for your pointer. Left mouse is your A button, B button is your right button. Okay, we're going to go to the settings, go to Wii. I'm going to get the settings here also from my laptop, so please bear with me. I know I should have probably had this written down first, but I just finished doing the GameCube setting. Internet connections. one more minute here. Okay. So in your Wii menu settings, we're going to click the arrow. We're going to go to Internet. We're going to go to Connection Settings. We're going to change this. We're going to go to a wired connection. Now it's going to test, of course. Okay, that's fine. We are not going to update. Okay, the update will fail. Next thing you have to do is you have to change your settings on connection 1. So go to Change Settings. We are going to go over to Auto Obtain DNS. We're going to change it to No. And in your advanced settings, we're going to put in new settings for the configuration. So we're going to put 167.086.108.126. We're going to hit OK. Secondary DNS is 001.001.001.001. We're going to hit OK and confirm. Okay, it's going to do a test connection. That's perfectly fine. Give this just a minute here. It was successful. Again, you don't have to update. Okay, once this is done, we can hit back, 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 and just back completely right out of it. Okay. From there, we can close this window. So right now, what you've done is you've actually installed a Wii firmware into Dolphin. You've also customized your network configuration for a wired connection and into alternative DNS settings. This is allowing you to connect to an offline server, which is not a Nintendo network, allowing you to then play competitively over Pokemon Battle Revolution. Okay, so we're going to continue on here. We're going to open up the Wii Pokemon Battle Revolution game. Just double click onto it there. And as you can see, it's going to load up the game. So use your mouse button. Your left mouse button is your A button. B button is your right click. And your mouse is your pointer. Okay. There is no Battle Revolution save file in Wii system memory, and that's perfectly fine. So we're going to hit A here. We're going to go to Coliseum mode, and we're going to specify a new game. In this situation, I suggest you select file number 1. And the first time I went through this for file number 4, it kind of complicated a little bit, so just work in file number 1 for now. You can work into the other ones as you go through. But we're going to hit A, and you're going to name your game. In this case, I'm going to call mine AOTN 091. There we go. I'm going to hit confirm and yes. Okay, this is going to create your game save for Pokemon Battle Revolution. Now, once you get into here, the biggest thing with this is that you were able to connect up your Nintendo DS and synchronize your Pokemon over to Battle Revolution. The problem is that you don't have really a method to communicate the DS to the Wii U system. So you kind of have to trick your game save into thinking that you can access the Pokemon boxes. So we have to trick it into thinking that it's communicated with a Nintendo DS before. So we're just going to hit A here. We're going to specify a cheap rental pass. It's perfectly fine. We're going to go with Nate. As you can see, the trainers didn't load up on the pass, so that's perfectly fine. It is a glitch with the emulator for now, but I'm hoping that in the future it'll be fixed. But I haven't seen any other issues. So we're going to hit save. We're going to go to save game. That way we actually make the game save. Okay. There are little menus and little tutorials you have to go through, so please bear with me. It will take a moment for me to go through those. Okay, we're going to continue. And then we're going to go to Battle Pass. We're going to load these up here. We want to make sure that we get through all of the menus that we have to, so we don't have to go through them later. Okay. There's the rental pass. It's just telling you about the rental passes that you have. That's fine. And your friend pass. That's cool. Okay. We're going to hit back onto this. And we're going to go to storage. As you can see here, it's going to go through the menu system on your Pokemon storage. This is where you're going to be able to go through and check out your Pokemon that you've stored in the PC and what you've synchronized over from a DS. Now I'm going to do the air quotes because we're going to be using pkhex for this, so there will be a link in the description below. There will be a link for the NAND, of course, for this in the description below. So anything that you need will be there except for the game. Okay? Let's hit the back button. I'm going to click onto this link here. This is going to explain the battling. Okay, let it go through this. You have to hit your A button. Okay, so we finished this. Next thing you know, we're going to hit save. Save game. And yes. And we're going to quit. Okay, so here's where we have to do probably the most different configuration. We actually have to close Dolphin for this. So we're going to close this. And we actually have to edit our game save. Okay? Now our game save has to be edited with a hex editor in order for this to work. I will show you how to do that. Just got to figure out where my game save went first. Right click. So right click onto the Pokemon Battle Revolution and go to Open Wii Save Folder. This is going to show you exactly where your game save went. Okay? For purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to back up my game save. Oh, I didn't want to extract. I wanted to right click and I'm going to add to an archive. Okay? The reason why I'm doing this is that if I edit it wrong, I want to be able to just restore it back to the way that it was. Next thing we need to do is we need to use a hex editor. So we're going to use a program called HXD Setup. I will actually put the link to this program in the description below. At this time, we're actually going to go through with the installation. Okay, guys, so we are going to go in and edit our game save now with a hex editor. So to do that, we have to right-click our Pokemon Battle Revolution. We're going to open up the save folder. And we're going to go into Genius PBR. Now, the reason why we're doing this, just to reiterate again, you cannot edit the game save of Pokemon Battle Revolution without tricking it into thinking we've already synchronized a Nintendo DS and a game to it. Without doing this, it will not allow you to add any Pokemon into the game. So first things first, we have to use a program to decrypt the game save. We're going to use a file called PBR Save Tool. We're going to put this here. I've already made a duplicate of my save data. Just in case I make a mistake, I can restore it back. I'm going to highly recommend you do the same. So what you have to do is you have to drag the save data over top of the PBR Save Tool. It's going to open up a command prompt, and we're going to type D for decrypt. As you can see, it's going to make several different files. We are going to edit the current decrypted file. Next thing, we are going to have to open up the HXD hex editor. Okay, so make sure you have this on your computer. There will be a link for it in the description below. Next, we are going to take our save data, our decrypted save data, drag it into the hex editor, and the blue text that's on the side, we want to find 00012 860. Okay, so we're going to scroll down until we see that 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 8, 6, 0. 1, 2, 8, 6, 0. Now the text that's here, it's going to be all zeros, so we have to edit accordingly as to what I'm about to show you. Okay, first things first, type 39, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So you should have 4 sets, which are 8 zeros, the number 3, 1, the letter D, 4, and then 3, 0. The rest of them are all zeros. Hit Control S to save, or go File and Save, and close your hex editor. Next, we're going to take the decrypted current, drag it over top of PBR Save Tool, and we are going to encrypt. This is going to erase your original PBR save data and replace it with what we just did. Close all your windows that you have open and launch your Pokemon Battle Revolution. Okay, now what this should do is this should allow us to go in and check out our boxes. If you did this incorrectly, either your game save will be corrupt or you won't be able to view the boxes. Okay, we're going to go to Coliseum. We're going to continue and select file number 1. And then we are going to check to see if we can access our Pokemon boxes. Okay, we are going to go up here to storage. And as you can now see, check storage is now enabled. If we click check storage, we can now access the storage system on Pokemon Battle Revolution. This is exactly what we were looking for. So we can close out of Dolphin. We're going to edit some Pokemon into our Pokemon Battle Revolution. So right click Battle Revolution, go to Open Wii Save Folder. And if you're like me and have pkhex, just open up your pkhex. Okay, I will leave a link for pkhex in the description below. Go into your Genius PBR and drag PBR save data to pkhex. As you can see, we've opened up the save system. Now we need to have some Pokemon from Generation 4 to be able to put into the application. So I'm going to go to Smogon's website. If you guys don't know Smogon, Smogon is kind of the authority on competitive play. They have movesets for pretty much every generation. We are going to go to the Strategy Pokedex. We're going to go to Diamond and Pearl. This is going to include Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. So for Pokemon, we're going to do a little bit of a search here. Let's find ourselves an Electivire. Okay, here's the most common Electivire set. We're going to go to Export, Copy. If you guys have the Auto Legality mod for your pkhex, just import. If not, build it accordingly. So we've got ourselves an Electivire. I'm going to set them into a specific Pokeball. I'm going to put him into a Moonball because I love the Moonball animations. Next, we are going to choose our Pokemon for our next poke. We are going to go with Feraligatr. And this is a very, very common Pokemon for Generation 4. I'm going to go to UU. And this set was very common back in the day as soon as Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out. So we are going to import with the Legality mod. It is only available in a Pokeball, so remember that. We're going to go with a Steelix for our defensive values. Actually, let's choose a different Pokemon. I like Rhyperior. Thought about this. Rhyperior is a favorite. Let's go with the export. We're going to keep the Citrus Berry. Yes. Set. However, we're going to change the ball. We're going to put him in a Safari Ball, because why not? Oh, that's illegal. Let's put him in a Nest Ball instead. Is that illegal as well? Apparently it's illegal. there we go. Nest Ball. Okay, next Pokemon we want to have, I'm going to go with an Alakazam, because why not? Alakazam is a pretty cool looking Pokemon, and you know what? It's one of my faves. I try to battle with my favorite Pokemon, to be honest. I don't like the trick system. You can't have the same items. So let's see what we got here. You know what? We'll give it a Focus Sash. Copy. Moves. We're going to give it a Shadow Ball. Going to take off Signal Beam. We're going to go with Recover. And we're going to give him a Focus Sash, because he's easily knocked out with a hit. Okay, so I've got what now? This one is a physical mix. That one's physical, this one is physical, this one's special. We need something that has special defense. So, what is a Pokemon that has special defense? Clefable. Clefable can be used as a special defensive Pokemon. We will go with this set here. Now we have 2 Pokemon weakened to fighting, but that's all right. We're going to import, yes. Next. This one here, we're going to change the ball on Alakazam to being a Dusk Ball. Oh. Tools, legalize. I don't want to have any Pokemon show up as illegal, because obvious reasons. I'm going to put him into a friend ball. And we need another Pokemon that's going to be fast. Let's see. Kind of randomly building Pokemon as we go here. We don't have a fire type. Let's go with Ninetales. Let's see. Wide Lens it is. Import, yes. We will make Ninetales shiny. We're going to put this one in a Love Ball. There we go. Going to make Rhyperior shiny. Okay, and we are all set. So we're going to go to Export Save. We're going to save in the Save folder. And we are all set. Okay, so let's open up Pokemon Battle Revolution. And we should be able to make a trainer card for this team. Continue. Okay. So we should be able to go into the boxes, and we should be able to see those 6 Pokemon that we just specified. Check storage. And there are 6 Pokemon in box number 1. Oh. And as you guys can see, that's exactly what we have in pkhex right now. We have all these Pokemon. So we can back out, and we got to make a trainer card with that team on it. So let's open up a battle pass, custom pass. And we have 3 passes that we can create so far. So create a pass, confirm, trainer's name. We're going to take out Nate. Oh. I'm very click happy, I apologize. Confirm. Yes. Okay. So now we can choose our Pokemon. Okay. Last Pokemon, Clefable, set. And we can hit B and back out. Now that we've done that, we want to save our game. And here we go. Okay. The next part is we actually have to patch our game. And this is so that way we can use the custom DNS settings that we implemented into our Nintendo Wii. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out of Pokemon Coliseum. Sorry, Pokemon PBR. Sorry. And we are going to remove that folder from our list of games. Remove. Close. Under Dolphin, we're going to go into our Wii games. We're going to create a new folder. We're going to call it Patched. Okay. Next thing, we have to go and take the Wifi patcher. We're going to copy this. There will be a link in the description for this file. We're going to extract to this folder. Take your Battle Revolution, drag it over patch images.bat. It's going to create a window, and it will copy it over. It says press any key to continue, and it closes out. Now you're going to see that you still have your WBFS file here for Pokemon Battle Revolution. That's okay. Go into the Wifi images, and this here is your modified file. Okay, so this is your modified game, so copy it. Go back to Wii Games, and I'm going to put it under Patched. Now the reason why I'm putting it under Patched is so that way I know that this is the patched version of that game. Patched copies connect to patched copies. Okay, this is the only way to connect to the DNS settings that we have. So we're going to close out of this. We're going to go into config. We're going to add the patched folder location. Okay, Wii Games, patched, select. Okay, and here's our game. Our game's back in. Now the game save should still be the same. So we're going to do that here right now. We're going to check to make sure that it loads up. Game save should still be there, hopefully. Okay, here we go. Coliseum mode. Continue. File number 1. Now that we've got our game save patched, we've installed our NAND, we've edited our game save to allow the boxes, and yeah, we're pretty much set to go online. So this is going to connect to an offline server when we go online to the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. So we click onto here. We're going to go into the Wi-Fi battle. Now, hopefully this will allow us to get our Wi-Fi connection code, which is our friend code. So we'll give it a second here. Wi-Fi battle. Now this should allow us to connect up to get our friend code. So we'll just give it a second here to see what happens. Okay, here we go. Saving game. Game has been saved. Let's battle with a friend. I have no friends I can battle with. You need to register games first. Okay. So once we've connected, we should have a friend code. And as you can see, we have the friend code here. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to use my laptop as player number 2. This should allow us to connect up and be able to battle between each other. So we'll just give it a second here. I'm going to register friend codes, and we'll get into some matches just to make sure it works. Now, if you've done this correctly, you should not see your friends' battle moves at all. We are not using the Netplay capability with Dolphin. Okay, if we did do that, we would be able to see the other trainers' moves and attacks. I did a battle with Retro Knight, and that's exactly what happened. We tried it with the Netplay first, but for this tutorial and for this process, you don't need to use it. Okay, let's register my friend code entry I'm going to put 0521 4178 1841. We're going to confirm. My friend code has been registered. And we're going to register a friend code here now. 4172 1399 7550. Confirm. Okay, so now we've got the friend codes added. We can now go on to Wi-Fi. So let's go to wrong button. Make sure you watch where your little blue cursor is and not your mouse. Okay, we're going to Wi-Fi battle. Now, there's two different options here. You can battle against someone, go into a random pool of trainers to battle, or you can battle with a friend. We're going to battle with a friend. So what we're going to do, you can see I've logged in there. I'm going to hit invite. We're going to go to the lagoon. Double battle, anything goes. So on the other side, it's going to show that I'm inviting as Angel of the Night 091. So your opponent has to click on Seeking Someone to Battle. Unfortunately, I can't show you that, but you just click onto that and click Apply, and then choose your trainer card. And it should allow me to apply for the battle. There we go. As you can see, the opponent trainer showed up. So now you just have to go in and choose your Pokemon. For the purpose of this, I'm just choosing random Pokemon here on my laptop. And B to confirm. Yes to click A. And we are going to choose our Pokemon here. And B to confirm. A for a yes confirmation. Again, be very careful where you have your mouse pointing. You want to make sure you click the right thing. So make sure your blue cursor is over the attacks exactly where you want them. As you can see, we are getting into a battle here on my laptop versus the emulator. Okay, so we're going to go to fight.
Neither side can afford to give up in this battle.
Going to go for the earthquake. On the Rhyperior side, we should be able to handle that, and I'm going to go for the rock polish. Oh, I don't want to go for earthquake, actually. That's going to hit all the Pokemons. Let's go for the Stone Edge. Into the Ninetales. Ninetales. Energy Ball, maybe. Into Rhyperior. Let's see here. And Mesprit. Let's go for Ice Beam into Rhyperior. Let's see what happens. Here's the Energy Ball.
The battle begins. Oh, why would it attack its teammate? Is this
Because I clicked the wrong way.
its speed rose?
Maybe I'm getting my screens mixed up. But, as you guys can see here, you can definitely battle with your own Pokemon. You can battle against another trainer, which is fantastic. Here we go with the Stone Edge.
What's that about? The battle's just started and a Pokemon is being beaten up by its own team.
I'm getting confused which Pokemon are what Pokemon, but that's kind of the way it is, especially if you're battling yourself. So, all right, let's go with the Ninetales. Or Alakazam. Let's go for the fight. Let's go for the protect. Let's go for the fight. And we are going to it's Earthquake. Because I've got Mesprit on my team. And Alakazam will go for the Shadow Ball into the Mesprit. Mesprit will Thunderwave Alakazam.
Rhyperior protects itself.
All right, here we go. Earthquake. Of course it... Oh, it does hit Mesprit. Weird. Maybe it doesn't have Levitate. Must have a different ability? Interesting. Oh well. As you guys can see, we are battling. It seems to be working pretty smoothly once you get connected up. So you guys shouldn't have any problems. So if you guys want to do Generation 4 battles, we are going to have a tutorial as well, not only for the Coliseum, which you're seeing... Sorry, Pokemon Battle Revolution, which you're seeing now, but we're going to have one for the DS to an application called Melon DS. Okay, you can use legit game cards on that, but for the most part, this is how you're going to do Pokemon Battle Revolution. You can do this for either the gameplay or if you want to battle with a friend. So I have a Discord set up. It's Snowpoint Temple. I'll have a link in the description below. If you're looking for Generation 4 Wi-Fi battles through Pokemon Battle Revolution, be sure to hit us up. And if you need any help, just feel free to ask, guys. We've got a spot in the Discord for that. Just go on in, post your comment, give us some screenshots, because without screenshots, we're going to have a little bit of a difficult time helping you out there. But definitely hit us up. We want to get Generation 4 battles going again. And stay tuned for the DS to emulator tutorial coming up next. Peace out. If you guys enjoyed the tutorial, make sure you hit that like button and post your comments down below.